Alright guys, this is just a quick video with some tips on for training, basically for your training, right? MT's been pushing this 20 samples, you know, of your preferred strategy, right? The one you want to try. Okay, so this is just some tips on, you know, what to do and how to do it. Obviously, I'll show you some the HA entry methods. There's three that I tend to use. Two of them rely on momentum, which I think, you know, they might be your best two to use, guys. You know, once you've got your direction and your bias, you know, momentum really is the key. Okay, but there's another one that works, HARO, with candle colour change, that works when you've got really strong trends going, and sometimes the momentum's late. That is entirely up to you if you use that one. You know, if you wait for the momentum, you've got really strong trends running, and you wait for momentum, they generally win anyway, because you know, it's a strong trend. All right, okay, but they all rely on the same thing. To me, for you, you must be on, you know, the HABB bands, or very near to it. Okay, you've seen the trouble that JS had with the candle colour change, and that was generally when he was taking it off the orange line on the HA chart, right? For me, you know, you should really use the HABB bands, and your trade stands a much stronger chance of success. Okay. Yeah, and again, just one other point, you must have momentum when you're going against big moves. You know, you can't just think, oh, it's going to go this, because you know, against the trend or against the bias, even if you think the move's done, sometimes, you know, they're just not done. Basically. Okay, so what we're going to be using, I'm on Chrome. Right, now there's an add-on you can get when you use Chrome here. Video speed controller. Okay, video speed controller, and you can speed the videos up. Alright, now it's entirely up to you. I'll be using 4 times speed, because that way the videos don't lock up. You know, if you go too fast, they tend to lock up. Okay, yeah, so let's just get straight onto it. Anyway, training videos, there's some on the newbie page, which this is again here, and there are some on the latest videos site, which you'll have to get off MT. Okay, yep, so let's crack on. It's not going to be a long video, I hope. I do get carried away with it though from time to time. So we're going to pick one from the 70s. Okay, where are we? Number 74. Let's have a look at this one. Get you back to the beginning. Okay, we have had a few problems of late, guys, with people you know, picking the bias. I'm just going to pause it there. Picking the bias before 9 o'clock, you know, because we come in earlier now, around about 8:30, and if it, you know, if you're not sure, guys, just wait, because just remember, right now, with MT leaving the charts open, right, you've got something like 6 or 7 hours of trading ahead of you, so there's no need to rush it all in the first 20-30 minutes. Okay, so if you're not sure, just wait. Okay, excuse me, by the way. Let's get you on HD for starters. Right, okay, now you can see the speed video controller here, just about. Okay, it's on 1.0. I'm going to put it on 4. Okay, this way, if you do something like this and use this speed control, you can get 2 or 3 recordings in a day, you know. Okay, right, again, 9 o'clock's just gone. Look at this, outside, signals here, signal here. This is why I was talking to one of you yesterday. I can't recall who it was, but when I think it was Moneymaker. When I see this and this, right, the 4 hours there for me, you got 1 and 8, and you know, that's not missing, that's just delayed. Okay, it's just delayed. All right, now another thing, when I see this setup, a yellow with a pink next to it, I know, especially when you know you've got the setup that you've got there, I know that's going to perform. Okay, so I've seen that and that momentum, I'm in. At the moment you can see it's still, this is one of the reasons I say sometimes an arrow with candle colour change there would be enough. You see how this is still minus and this is still minus. It's not flash green momentum yet, but look, it's already gone like what, 13 pips up. You understand? So that's where I kind of say, well, when you've got arrows and that is the number 3 on the HA entry method, the HA entry methods. It's one I don't always use. I tend to use it with the trend, like you know, this has gone up here and it comes back here. I might have used it here, there, right, but when turning around like this, you know, it's always better to wait for momentum, guys. This momentum is the key. You can see there, you know, flashing momentum and bang down on the UCAD again. Let's have a look at the UCAD to correlate our GU bias. Okay, everyone's thinking, oh, it's daily, but look where you are, 8 hour. You're going to get a reaction here. You've got 4 hour, you've already had an attempt here. What might happen, sometimes does happen with these, is because there's such a strong move, is, you know, it tends to, it's not given up. It's go yet. And this is, you know, moneymaker, why I say to you, you know, with that GJ yesterday, if you'd have waited, right, because you were right in your bias, but you needed to get a couple of things. First of all, you needed the 2 rules, right? Golden ticket number 1, because it was a 100 pip move against, you're going against, darling. Alright, so you needed your golden ticket, and you needed your second move, you know, your second or third move, perhaps above the orange line. And if you look at the GJ since then, moneymaker, you know, I know it was the early hours of the morning when it went up, but you know, if you'd have had a buy stop, you'd have probably caught that this morning. Okay, and I think it's still going up now. Just let me have a quick look. GJ, yeah, it's tucked up right up against the daily orange line now, so there's probably be some bounce back and then possibly more upside in a bit. Okay, but once they turn, moneymaker, on daily time frames, then, you know, as I said, they can go up for a long time. And that GJ, I'll just have a look on the 4 hour chart. Right, yes, it went up from there, then it come back down, bounced down again, and then went again. So for the last 8 hours it's been going up, the GJ. Okay, it did go up, and then it hit the, I presume, 1 hour BB band, yeah, 1 hour BB band, and then bounced down. So you just expect them bounces. But anyway, moneymaker, that, you know, that's why I say to you, you should always, you know, wait and let it turn, because once it's turned, you'll still get your trades in there. Okay, so anyway, this is a training video. We're on ×4, guys. Right, I've just let it run. Or did I? Yeah, that's running. Right, you can see, look at the clock speeding along here. Right, but it's stable. I'm not getting it locking up. Understand? Sometimes if you go too fast, like on 10, it just locks up. Okay, that with that GU there would have been too late, I think, you know, to dive in with momentum, even if it does win. Because I mean, to me, if you're here and momentum kicks in, it's going to hit this orange line and then probably bounce down. Not always, but generally, you know, it does. The other thing I know, guys, I'll show you with the GJ in a later video, is, you know, pick the best setup. Pick the best setup, because 10 pips is 10 pips, whether it's on the GU, the UCAD, the GJ, or the GCAD. Okay, so you pick the best setup. Like yesterday, the GJ was the best setup, and it was going, it was already moving. You understand? It was already, and those kind of setups, generally, once they're going and you come in the room and it's already going, you can just keep trading it until LT arrows appear. Okay, but anyway, I'm going to fast forward because I'm just trying to show you kind of, you know, this, there you go, that, as I say, that setup there when you have a yellow with a pink next to it. God, powerful, guys. You can see it there again on the UCAD, and you had this backing you up on the UCAD, and you had a 4-hour red, didn't we, off the 8-hour BB band there. Look, where you can never go against the daily. Forget that. Look at that, it's done its job. 8-hour BB band disappeared now. Not saying it won't come back, it probably will. We do have a tendency to do that. But at the time, 5-minute yellow, 8-hour BB band, golden ticket number 1 setup, excuse me for slurping, performed. And, you know, 64, so only 15 pips, it wasn't that much momentum, I think, in this market, but the move is there, you see, and you might still be in until a signal appears here or momentum flips against you, you know, and that's what you should do instead of just taking. Entirely up to you guys, you know. I mean, you might say, oh, I can get 10 of these easily in 6 hours, and that's 60 pips if you go for a 6-pip TP, you know. But this is what you want to be looking for. HABB bands, an arrow plus momentum. HABB bands, candle colour change, arrow. Okay, and the last one would be HABB band, HA arrow and mom, or have we ever covered that one? Candle colour change and mom. That momentum. As I say, momentum is so important, guys. And at the moment, it's more and more sensitive. And you know, look at this one here, guys. Come up to the 5-minute orange line. Bang! And look how strong the GCAD was down. Now look, bang. I'll just pause it there because this, you know, these, when you've got really strong moves going, sometimes it does go off the orange line. So this is where number 2 comes in, candle colour change plus momentum. Alright, when you've got really strong moves going, it's entirely up to you if you use it off the orange line. Okay, for me, if you want absolute winners, then the BB bands are the best place. Okay, and as I say, you only need, let's say if you're winning 10-0 a day at 10 pips, it's 100 pips. I mean, you've got 6 hours plus of trading, right? You're going to get 10 pippers during the session, and then when it slows down after, you'll get 6 pippers. But again, you know, after then, you just bring your stop loss in. Instead of having an 8-pip stop loss or a 6-pip stop loss, you just have a 4-pip stop loss. I don't know if any of you did the training I said last night. There was, I don't know, a dozen 6-pippers per pair. Well, certainly on the GU and the GJ. You know, and that's, you know, over 60 pips you could have made after the session, you know, with very little risk, 4-pip risk. Okay, so I'm going to leave it again. As you can see, we're running at 4 times speed, right? And you'll get through one of these, guys. This is about trading, and this is what you look for. But you'll get through one of these in, well, 4 times faster than normal. I am not working out. It's 9 o'clock in the morning, guys. It's way too early for that. Okay, again, bear in mind the DX momentum. You know, if this is flashing major green, then this is definitely going to be red. Okay. And again, you know, currency pair correlation, you've seen there, 5-minute yellow, 5-minute yellow. I see that, and I'll be in the GU definitely. UCAD probably. And the GJ, I mean, we have the GJ instead of the EG now. If that's, you know, with the GU as well, something like an arrow there, I would have had that. Okay. Right. So, you know, for those of you doing the, like, Moneymaker who wants to do the big time frame trades like here, Moneymaker, you'd be thinking yes, you know, but what you should be thinking is, right, this has happened, I want this to come down now and give me at least a second move on this. Okay, you've let it turn, Moneymaker, you've let it do this. Okay, you've missed out on a 20 pipper there, so what? Right, let it come down, You're turning here, money maker. You do not need to risk that first trade. Okay, you let it come down, let it come down, let it come down. HA arrow, momentum. HA candle color change, momentum. HA arrow plus candle color change plus momentum. That's your cue. Okay. Possible second move. Right, and even then, if you miss that one, it will go above the 5-minute orange line and then come back to the 5-minute orange line from above, and you'll be able to take it again. But again, look, this is what I mean by near. You've seen this big flip down here, then you had a candle colour change here, and look at that, bang. Now these are the ones where I would say yes, because it's such a strong move, guys. You could take it. I prefer these when they go back in to the 5-minute orange line there, like that. Or very near to them, right? When they're in the middle of nowhere, like this one here, this could easily come back up here. You know, so again, it's all about absolute. If you want an absolute winner, then wait, just wait till it comes back in. You're here for 6 or 7 hours, guys. Okay? You're here for 6 or 7 hours. And the other thing is, if you lose a trade, don't worry about it. It's 6 to 8 pips, but when you get it right, you're going to win. You know, when you do this, you're going to win more than you lose. So you might be, you know, 1-0 down early doors, and then your next trade wins you 16 pips. So you won 1 and you're up. Okay, again, here, look, you've got a candle colour change, right, and momentum, but you're going against the move here. The move was down. It's a big trend. So in this case, I would say to you, look for an arrow and momentum, or lots of momentum. You know, this is one of them where the candle colour change could just fake out and this could just come down again. Okay, because you've got nothing else. Alright, you've got HABB band with momentum. You know, but with the move, you know, if this was, say here, like I've shown you, right, no problem. Because the move was already going down, you see. This, second move. You're getting plenty of momentum, so if you want to take it, take it. If it loses, you lose 6 pips. There, you see what happened, guys? You see that, how that happened? It hit the orange line and bang. Right, so, you know, you've taken that based on flashing mom and candle colour change, and you're starting the trade from behind now. You know, three or 4 pips in the red. This could lose. So if you'd have waited for an arrow or momentum, like now, you see, here. Okay, so now you get momentum. This would be your entry. Alright, get momentum here, you're right. But again, that's the only problem I find with that candle colour change. You know, is that when you're going against. Just having my early morning fag, guys. Well, I say early morning, I've been up since 6. But okay, so now we're looking for momentum here. Look, and I'll just pause again there. Look, you're starting to get correlation. This actually shouldn't be here yet, if that's true. But your GU with your EG there, those are correlating. Again, there was a beautiful move there. If you'd have just taken this off the 5-minute orange line there, look, arrow, momentum, bang. Okay, going with the flow. Just a point for people like Moneymaker, Darwin, you know, the trend was down on this GCAD here. You know, Darwin, there was a couple of instances yesterday where the GJ came back in here, and the GU as it happened, but the GJ came back in, and this was like, I think there was a 40 pip move on one of them, Darwin, and you would have got your Darwin in there, mate, and you'd have done it with a 6 pip stop loss. Pulls back a bit there, set your sell stop. Pulls back a bit there, set your next sell stop. You know, so you get a strong setup like we had yesterday, Darwin, then just go with that flow, mate. Don't look for the reversal. Well, you can do, you know, but just follow the 2 rules on the reversal. Right, we've got some red flashing here. Still not ready. This is flashing green, so we want green mom here, and this would be a nice second move with golden ticket back in, and again, money maker, just to point out, look what happened, you hit the 1 hour orange line here, bang. You may even have taken this down here, you know, based on that. I mean, personally, once I've got my bias, like with this, and I consider the 4 hour there, outside there, right, that's the way I trade then. Okay, I'll be trading up, basically, because I'm thinking this at any time could just go like that. Shabam. Let this run quickly. We're gonna get a speed move on with these videos, but again, guys, we're running at 4 times. This is how you should do your training. Okay. Yeah, plenty of red momentum on the DX, so we're just looking for green mom here. On the GU. There we go. I'm in. 59. Even if this loses, right, if I followed a golden ticket setup. So even if this loses for me now, I've followed the golden ticket setup and I'll be ready for the next one. Understand? Right? Because if I didn't take this and then it won, I'd be gutted. Right? But imagine if I was a newbie and I didn't take this and it won, I'd have just watched it happen. Okay? But if I take this and it loses, I can say to myself, even you as a newbie, right, can say to yourself, well, I followed the golden ticket and that's what I need to do every day. Okay? Excuse me. Down a bit there, hit the orange line again and came down, but it's still going. 59. Ooh, that went 5 pips against you. So if you had an 8 pip stop loss, you were okay. At the moment, you're back on where you were, 59. I mean, it's not very strong yet, but you're dealing with this major down trend. This is why I say if you're going against these really strong trends, then you've got to accept every now and again you'll lose a trade, guys. Okay. Come on, I'll just show this one trade now, flip through fast. But again, as to training, guys, I've got it set on 4 times speed. If you get this, if you use Chrome, you can get this fast recorder add-on, and it will make your training a lot easier, a lot quicker. But you can see at 4 times speed, it's not locking up. You know, when I was doing 10 times speed at other times, it was locking up all the time. So this is why I'm showing you at 4 speed. You might be better, you know, finding your own speed, obviously, but you just do it and see how many pips you win. Look for an exit. Okay, you know, you're in here getting to your stop loss a bit, but you look for an exit. Might be a signal, a mum flip. You know, at the moment you're going with the golden ticket, so you're 5 pips up now. We was in at 59, weren't we? 5 pips up here. Okay, should that panic yet? Well, you're only 5 pips, guys. You know, 5 pips. Come on, you know. To me, that is panic stations. If you're going out on a yellow when you're only 5 pips up. Excuse me. EJ correlating nicely as well. 15-minute signals now. You see chains getting stronger. Still in the green on the mom. It's just not a big giving day, this, but you can see, you know, you're in the pips. 65, you're 6 pips up here. But as I say, it's not a lot of volume day, because that normally could be 10, 15, 20 pip move. Again, that's something else you have to pay attention to, guys. More volume, slightly bigger stop loss, but slightly bigger take profits as well. Okay, so like you know, like at night when after session, I just dropped my stop loss to 4 pips, and as soon as I hit the BB band last night, I was hitting the BB band on the GU and the GJ up. Right, I was just hitting the BB band and taking it. You know, and that's what I do. Hits the BB band, take it, bang, 6 pip winner, easy 6 pip winner, bang, 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 bang. So you know, well, I didn't last night because I was out, but I did see what had happened when I got back. Okay, but yeah, you know, like that. Normally, that's a 20 pip, 15, 20 pip win, that. You know, so let's fast forward, and I want to see where we got to with an exit. Now, you hit a line here, it's up to you. You could have said, right, that's it. There might have been a signal there as well. Red momentum, definitely. Just close it and wait for look for your next one. Right, so again, next one, you want to be back here. And if you're on the HABB band as well, and you're in the orange line, touch the orange line, then that is the perfect place to take it. Look here. You come back up, HABB band, look for your entry. Okay, so again, we will just fast forward because the video's taking too long even at 4 times. Okay. Have we had momentum? Yeah, you had 1 momentum there on that one, so you could have been in on that because the move's got going now. You could say to yourself, HABB band momentum. Okay, candle colour change, basically momentum. Alright, but again, because, you know, same here, because the move has already been got going, it's here where you absolutely need something more than just candle colour change. Here, you need an arrow plus momentum, or you need, what's the other one? Candle colour change plus momentum, HA arrow plus candle colour change plus momentum, or something like that. You know, you need the momentum, guys. And once it's got going, the candle colour change with momentum's enough. And again, look at that. Look how perfect that was, guys. You know, this is what you're looking for. You know, I mean, look here. 5 minute orange line. Yes, you might have taken it there, but has that come 6 to 8 pips against you? There, no. Look what happened. Bang. Okay, and yeah, look. You know, now look, see, there's your 4 hour GU, because your 8 and your 1s were in, your 4 hour, I consider it there, and now it's turned up, and again, you know, nice winning trade here, plenty of momentum. You know, it is easy, but it's easy if, you know, you're in here and here, and then look for your entry, and it's just really, if you get momentum, right, with your golden ticket, then no problem. Now, anyone that knows me knows that eventually this will go to the 4 hour orange line. Now, there's another wall before that. We've got the 1 hour orange line here, but this 1 hour flip down BB band. Right, I expect a bounce there. Right, I expect it. Right, so as soon as we get here, or this trade is over, I'll just wait that bounce out, because I know that this and this will take price to here. Alright, and again, guys, look at that UCAT now. You know, alright, you've got an arrow for your exit there, but look, momentum's still in your favour. That stops, fair enough, or another arrow appears next to that, fair enough, close it. You know, you see how it pushes up when this, because you're outside the BB band. Green mom there, that might be your exit, bang, that would be, you see that arrow, and you got green mom there, that would have been your exit. Okay, GU, that might have been your exit, right, because of where you are, 1 hour orange line. Right, so anyway, you see what I'm getting at, guys. This is all you have to do, and you'll see these day in, day out, and how they, you know, work like this. But if you do it this way at 4 times speed, it's you know, 4 or 5 times speed, you can do your training. We've got a weekend coming up as usual. Right, do your training, whether you're looking like a moneymaker and hands now for bigger BB bands and orange lines, fine. You know, you don't have to use this. You can just flip through for that and see what it is. Right, 1 hour orange line, 5 minute yellow, I'll second move this down. But again, you shouldn't be thinking down here for me because of this. This is like yesterday when somebody said, will you take it down from there? I think it was Hampton. And I said, yeah, but I'd be prepared to get out. Okay? And I would. Because what we have here says more up. Alright, and I'll prove that point now. We were outside daily. Is it good to here? At least. To here? Probably. Maybe even higher. Right, so that's number 74. Let's just go and have a look at 75 to see if it is the next day. I think it is guys, because I think I've used these before. 75, where are we? There we are. 75. Don't know why it keeps flicking off HD. 75. Yep, look at the daily, how it was out. Look where those two signals took price. Look at that, guys. This is why I say money maker, you know, you have no need to risk the first move on big moves like that. Just think sensibly and say, well, okay, I'm not bothered even if it comes up, you know, to the 4-hour orange line, it'll bounce there, look. Bounce down, that was a red candle. Because of that look, it was a red candle. Set your buy stop just above the bottom of it, and bang, you'd have caught that. Money maker. You know, and eventually, as I say, daily orange line, 8-hour BB band, this will go down now. Okay, probable second move here, bounce up maybe a bit more and then bang. Okay. Okay, so, yeah, that was number 74 again, guys. You just, you know, for training, just use Chrome and use this, what's it called here? Video speed controller, because you can speed them up. Okay, quickly, 84. I don't want this to be a big video. Mind you, I never want any of them to be big videos. They just bloody well are. Now, I'm not sure it's this one or the other one, because 2 are listed as 84 here. Oh no, when I see it. GU buyers trade that direction. Well, I showed you that on the last one, didn't I? Anyway, guys. Yeah, we'll pause it again there before we start speeding everything up. Look, UCAD outside. Look at this. Again, Darwin, moneymaker, hands. You come into this, right? You know, Lambo sees this and his eyes are lighting up. Right, because this correlates with it as well. 8L BB band. Yes, there's a bit more space to the BB band there, but you know, you've got to expect a bounce. Okay, and as I say, Lambo's eyes are lighting up when he sees something like this. You know, even Sergeant Pepper now. Right, so we'll just flip through on this one. Just want to show you. God, there you go. You had your first move, bounce back to, coming back again here. Okay, look at this one here. You know, you've had a few attempts. This is very much like yesterday's GJ Moneymaker. You know, it took ages to turn and then bang. Bang, but look here, guys. Look, HABB bound, H arrow, momentum, boom. Excuse me. Flip through. GU down there, not the best, but the setup isn't as strong, is it? It's not very strong. And the UCAD, well, that's struggled like hell at the moment to get going. Alright. Still outside, still fancy up at some point. Oof, went down nicely as well off that. But yeah, but you know, this is what I'm saying, guys. My head is made up, I'm going up, so okay, I might have missed this, but when this does eventually turn, using the 2 rules, right, then, you know, it'll go big. Okay. GU is down off the 5-minute orange line there. Look, there you go, you see. And now look. You know, people are thinking it gets back to it, it's going to go down again. I'm not, I'm thinking it's going up. So, a little bit of a bounce here. Boom. Okay, same with the GCAD there. 5-minute greens on these turns and all, if you get the chain. Superb. Okay, but again, GU, it took it back because it was so strong a move, this up here. That 8-hour move there, you can see well strong. It went back to the 5 minute BB band, bang, down, bounce, bump. This will probably come way down now. Anyway, let's have a look, flicking through on this again. Bum, 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 bum. Again, there was another one there, look. In here, look, it's come back in. Right, you see, but it's not, you see that, those two green moves there, that was that candle. You see, but because it's not on the BB band, you see what happened. So you get back in here, and it's there, bang. You know, yes, you might have got out there, but don't worry about it. You can see it pulled back to here. No, don't worry about it. Look for your next setup. It might not be on the EG, it might be on something else. Look at the GU here. You had one move there. Right, back here, bang. Look, back in. 5 minute, orange road, and bang. HABBM, bang. Plenty of momentum. Okay, and again, you know, for the UCAD, look back to the orange line here. HABBM, boom. Okay, guys, so that's, just wanted to show you that again. It's just a matter of trading the bias. Right, you were saying down GU, you were saying up UCAD, fair enough. You might have lost the trade here because you tried to take the UCAD up and it went down like that. So what? Get back in when it's settled. Right, same here. You know, you might have tried to take the GU down here and it hadn't won there. It had, but you know, it hadn't. As you can see, that's 20 pips between 40 and 60 there. That's a definite 10 pip in there anyway. Okay, you might have lost one. Right, didn't set that. Right, because its first move did set that. Bang, one. Back to the orange line. Bang, one. HABB one. Okay, alright guys, so that was, you know, again, just showing you trade the bias, trade, and my bias will change depending on what arrows appear, but what I've just shown you there with the GU and the UCAD is that I pick my bias, you know, what direction it's going to trade, and I was prepared, and they were against strong moves, guys, you know, they were against the trend biases, right, but once they got going, I benefited. I might have lost a couple of trades there, but I won mega pips. Okay, and again, you know, those three methods of using the HA charts are really good. Right, F22, February 22nd, where are we? Right, this was similar to yesterday, guys. Look at the GJ, it's already got going. Look at this strong setup outside. Yep, so you know, alright, you're on the 4 hour orange line, you got an 8 hour supernova, probably going to break that. Now, there's nothing here saying up, guys, so this is what I was trying to say to you yesterday about the risk being 6 to 8 pips to just go with the flow instead of trying to reverse it. You've nothing saying up on the LTs as yet, maybe a 4 hour orange line bounce, but it's the risk. You've got to look at it and say, well, okay, it's come back here, I'm on the 4 hour orange line, or the 1 hour BB band, but it's worth 6 to 8 pips risk. Bang, you've won. Comes back in here, 6 to 8 pips risk. HA setup, bang, you've won. Okay, now I don't look here, guys, right? Or this is how you should do it. I don't look here, right, until the setup is on the 5 minute. You know, in the road here, like with this GJ. You know, that once that starts going like that, I look here. Then we're back in the road. We're on the orange line here. I'd be looking up here. Right, for my setup. Bang. Okay. Again, you know, use of momentum. Right. So, one last time with the video speed controller, just to show you, get it to 2.4. Yeah, and then we'll play. Alright, so we're going to let this come into the orange road here, and I'm going to risk 6 pips, say. I'll risk 6, but with the GJ it's a bigger spread, so you might want to risk 8. Excuse me. Again, look at this one here on the UCAD, right? There's only that might not even have been there when this move started here, so you should be thinking up. Bang. Okay, not far off the 5 minute BB band. Same with the GU here, really. You know, 1 hour orange line. Look at these hands, moneymaker. Look, 4 hour orange line there. Possible 8 hour orange line there. nothing saying down, right? So you hit this here, boom, candle colour change, momentum, bang, 5 minute BB then. Okay, so on the HA here now, we're going to wait, let's flip down as well, which is nice. So we want one of the three things. We want HARO plus mom, we want candle colour change plus mom, or we want HARO candle colour change. Now that HARO candle colour change is fine because this move has got to go in. That's why I say that one. You know, if it was a BB band trade, I would not use that method. I would want momentum. Okay, at the moment it's green, so we're still up here. We're in the road, so now this is where I'm looking, guys. This is what I'm looking at here. This is the bounce. This is that 4 hour orange line bounce. You know, but the setup for me is still down. Alright, admittedly it's not at the moment a golden ticket, true golden ticket trend. Right, but the last, you know, moves were down. Oh, missed it. Missed it while I was yapping to you lot. Right, arrow, candle colour change, and then bang. Okay, I can't believe that. And you got momentum. Momentum was late. That's because I was talking to you lot about this setup here. Anyway, that's what you should have been. That's the only time I'll use it, when this move has got going. Okay. Oh dear, funny that. Right, let's fast forward, see what it does. Yeah, you know, 85, 98. You've got a 10 pipper in there. And I'll just flip through this, guys, because I mean, if you did use this method, right, on this day, you know, we'll go from here. So you've had 1 there, 2, at least 10 pippers. Alright, so I'm just going to flip through, guys, because as I said before, I don't want this to be a long video. Again, there's one of the that's touched here, right? It's one of them. It's like you've just had a big move like that, just let it come back into the road. Or if you want to take it, right? But take it as soon as it's there, because now you're still in the red. Even if this comes back in here, it won't eat too much into your stop loss, basically. And that was it there. You see it come back in, and then bang again. Look, boom. So once you were back in there, look up here. HARO, candle colour change, boom. Alright, so again, we said we've come in there, so you've had a 10 pipper, 10 pipper, a 10 pipper. You're 3-0, 30 pips within an hour. Okay, we'll fast forward again, and this is just on the GJ, but this is what I say, guys, look for the strongest setup, and this move was already going. That is so damn annoying, that. Don't know why it's doing that, guys. It keeps kicking off HD. You know, and this move was already going, so it was a stronger move. Alright, but again, money maker hands, look, you hit the pierce the 1 hour orange line, pierce the 4 hour orange line, 5 minute BB band, bang, yellow, pink, there, month. Okay, again, look, candle colour change here, momentum was late, you're back in the road. You could have taken it based on that because of this strength of move. This is the only time I'll use it, guys, when you've got a run going. Other than that, I want a HARO and momentum, or, you know, candle colour change plus momentum. Alright, I saw it again, so yet another 10 pip winning trade there. You're 4-0, 40 pips, you're back in again, HARO, get momentum, take it. Yes, you're starting to get a golden ticket number 1 now, so this might be your last attempt to take this down. Okay, right, again, arrow, candle colour change. Because of this, I would say momentum. Right, you've still got these here, and the move is still basically down, and the small red is, well, you know, they disappear from time to time. So it's up to you whether you just take that. That's the one where I say, you know, use a bit of common sense there. I see it's disappeared, so there's your momentum anyway. We'll fast forward on this. Yep, you would have got a 10 pipper in there. 60, it was above 70, it was Yeah, oh, well over 70. That's another 10 pipper there. Okay, so you're 5-0, guys, in an hour and a half, 50 pips. Just look in here for the strongest setup there. Look in here, let the price come back into here. Look in here for your entry. And again, most of the time I use momentum, but even when, you know, because this move was going, you didn't actually need to wait for momentum. Excuse me. Okay, so let's just see the reversal now. You know, again, whether you took it because it was here, that one, I think that there was this one that was in here. Okay, so now you know there's a good chance that this is going to turn. Don't trust that now. You can't trust that at the moment, right? Because you're right on. You've pierced the 8-hour line. So that to me now doesn't mean it's got stronger, right? Because that could just disappear. What the hell happened there? Oh, MT's changed the chart. Right, we'll have to wait a minute till MT's put the charts right on. There you go. Okay, see? Disappears. Right, so now, money maker. 2 rules. Get a golden ticket set up. Make sure prices cross the 5 orange line. So we'll just flip through to the end of this. First move. Look, BB band flips up here. You don't have to take this. Second move, possible second move here. You could let it go above the 5-minute orange line and then look for your trades. Okay? Because it's still only a 1 hour red. Chain's getting stronger. Admittedly, and these wicks are nice here. There you go. You see the chain's getting stronger. So the second move there, if you took it, fine. You had, you know, you probably had a HA yellow, candle core change, and you had momentum. It's up to you. If you take that and win, fine. Right? It's such a strong move. But again, it was pierced 8-hour orange line, 4-hour BB band. Right? So if you haven't money maker, let it come down again, and then boom it up, right? Because again, you're turning on a massive time frame. Money maker back with a really strong trend. Again, I'll just flip through, show you. And there you go, you see? That would have been it. Look, bang. Okay? That's how you safely trade the reversal. I mean, you could say here, first move, looking for your second move, never happened. First move, looking for your second move, never happened. First move, looking for your second move, never happened. First move, ooh, second move. It's created a higher low. Price is higher there than there, so that's a new higher low. That would have been fine. But look, if you waited for that one, money maker. Look at how much safer it is, you know, using those 2 rules when you're trying to turn around big moves. Right, and you've seen there, you know, for the risk of just keep going down with the flow of say 6 to 8 pips, you won 10 each time. 6 to 8 pips, 10. 6 to 8 pip risk, 10. You know, all the way down there. And now this one, you're trading the reversal correctly. You might have taken that, but you definitely took that. Okay, and as I say, you know, this was the better setup because that move had already got going. And once it's going like that, you know, and there's nothing. I mean, it was ages before that 1 hour blue showed up, right? And look, when it turned up, that 1 hour blue was probably around here. And look, it still kept coming down because of the strength of that move. Okay, money maker, guys, you understand what I'm saying now? If you use this speed controller for your training, you can get a couple in every day doing this, guys. You know, you might even have taken that there. It's not one I'd particularly like to take that, but it was on pretty much the BB band there. But it's not one because it's in the middle of nowhere. I love them when they come back in here to hear like that bump. And you see on the way down on the GJ, look, bang, bang, bang. Even this one here probably would have given 10 pips. I wouldn't have taken that as it happens because that's when I was thinking, right, possible that's going to kick in. Okay. Alright guys, and that's it. That's basically all it's about. This video, you know, it's just you need to do the training, and MT's pushing these 20 samples now. You can do it very fast. You can do your 20 samples very fast. Then I would suggest doing, you know, maybe a week of demoing, even when you've got your 20 samples in. A week of demoing, or at small lot sizes, just to, you know, build your confidence up a little bit. um, yeah, and then, you know, as I say, once you realise that you can master these entries, right? Once you realise you can master these entries, and you're winning 90% of your trades, you know, up in the lot size is just, look at Darwin now, he says he's still shaking on $100 a pip, and he should be, mate. I did it, I shook like hell doing my first one, but that's what it does. When you win, it breeds confidence, and moneymaker, it will come. You've just got to find that, be sensible when you're reversing, but moneymaker just bearing into account that, you know, when you've got these big strong moves going and there's nothing against you on the LTs, you can keep going that way with an 8 pip risk and winning, you know, 10 pippers. Darwin did a couple of 5-minute orange line trades earlier on in the week, and I was so impressed because he's never been able to master them. You know, but I think he had 40 pips, and 40 pips made him $4,000. You know, because he's at 100 a pip. And again, you know, just getting back to that last night when I was, you know, after session, if you're talking 60 pips there, 50, 60 pips in the after session, right, that's $5 or $6,000 for Darwin at 100 a pip. You know, and all you have to do is let it hit the BB band, because there's literally no movement against you. Right, you don't have to wait for momentum. It just goes that slow. It's just hitting the BB bands. Like here, the move was up, hit the BB band, boom. You know, you don't have to wait for momentum. Hit the BB band there. The move's down. It's going down. It generally happens. There's nothing to alter the course, you know, until you start hitting big time frame BB bands. Right, and you can see quite clearly here. Right, on the way down here, if you just hit the BB band after the session, winner. Hit the BB band after the session, winner, and so on. There's another one coming up there, it'll probably hit that and come down. Alright, so yeah, you know, you could even do the training after the session, and, you know, just try and get yourself some 6 pip wins. And as I say, basically when I'm doing the after session, just let me get this up and running a minute. When I do the after session, come on, Christ alive, where are we? No, don't want arrow, we want rectangle, and we want yellow. Right, folks, just going back up again. When I do the after session, right, this basically is all I can see, because it's like, you know, you've got your direction. That's basically all I see. These charts mega close, and I see that hit, bang, you know, I see that hit there, I'm just in, bang, because it literally wins, you know, because there's nothing pushing against it. You know, again here, just bang, so many 6, and you can do your training that way, guys. Okay, alright, moneymaker again, just now I've got this open, guys, you know, it's going to be ages before I finish. Look, there, signal set there, look, there, you know, even this one here, you got momentum there, so, alright, there, 5-minute orange line, look, bang, 5-minute orange line. Alright, guys, and that is pretty much it. Okay, guys, you don't need any more on that, but this is all about the training. You've got to do the training, guys. So you get this right, then you're going to be, you know, in the money, because, as I say, 90% success rate on with a risk to reward system that is in your benefit, in your favour. You can't lose. It's just you've got to do the training, get it done. Okay, get it done. And if you know, you use the as I say, this what do you call it here, your speed controller, then you know, it will certainly help. Alright guys, get it over to